I've got a habit of carrying everything like I'm the only one who can. I'll smile and say I'm good while I'm falling apart inside my chest. I learned early not to need much, not to ask, not to lean, because needing felt like weakness, and weakness felt like shame to me. So I became the dependable one, the guy who always says I got it, the one who never makes a scene, the one who fixes what is broken. And for a while it felt like power, like I could outrun any storm. But storms don't care about your pride, they just keep coming till you're warm. I started waking up exhausted before the day began. Started snapping at the smallest things, like I didn't know who I am. I'd sit in the driveway after work, hands still on the wheel, not wanting to go inside, because inside I might have to feel. And I realized something brutal in that quiet parked car dark. You can't keep pouring out of nothing and call it having heart. I don't wanna be a hero, I just wanna be okay. I don't want applause for suffering, I want peace at the end of the day. So I'm learning how to tell the truth when my voice wants to hide. I'm learning asking for help isn't losing pride. I called an old friend on a Tuesday, didn't know what else to do. He said, man, I've been there too, like he'd been waiting for the cue. We talked about fathers, friend pressure, about how men get taught to hold everything until it crushes them, then they wonder why they're cold. He said strength is not a secret, strength is letting people in. And that hit me like a clean punch, cause it felt like truth again. So I started speaking honestly, not dramatic, not loud, just naming what I carry and letting it down. Because silence can look like control, but it feels like being alone. And I don't want to live a life where I'm strong but unknown. I don't wanna be a hero, I just wanna be alright. I wanna come home and breathe again, I wanna sleep at night. So I'm learning how to be human in a world that says don't break. I'm learning that real courage is letting yourself be saved. I still believe in hard work, I still believe in keeping your word. I still believe a man should stand tall when life turns cruel and absurd. But standing tall doesn't mean standing solo. It doesn't mean you've never been, it means you know when to reach out and let someone be a friend. It means you stop performing toughness like it's a badge you have to wear. It means you tell your family when I say I'm fine, I'm scared. And you don't wait till it's an emergency to finally speak your truth, because a life spent holding everything is a life that loses you. I don't wanna be a hero, I just wanna be okay. I don't need a medal for surviving, I need a healthier way. So I'm learning how to tell the truth when my voice wants to hide. I'm learning asking for help the strongest kind of pride. And if you're carrying the same thing, if you're tired of holding tight, you don't have to be a hero, you just have to choose the light. Keep an old key on my keychain, don't open anything anymore. It's from a house that doesn't exist now, but I still carry it like a vow. It was the place where my mother sang while the supper cooked, while the phone still rang, where my father came home tired but sat with me when I asked why. That house held birthdays and hard winters, held prayers whispered through thin walls, held the sound of boots in the hallway and the quiet after late night calls. It held mistakes we never named and love that showed up all the same, because back then love wasn't a feeling, it was a job, it was a way. Then time came like it always does, and people moved and things changed shape. We grew up thinking we were ready, till life proved we weren't safe. My mother's hair turned silver, my father's hands turned slow, and the house got sold to strangers like a story you outgrow. I thought I could outrun the past by never looking back, but the past don't ask permission, it just follows where you're at. I still carry that old key, like it's tied to who I'm supposed to be, to the boy who believed in home before the world taught him to roam. And when I feel like I'm losing my way, I hold it tighter like I'm praying, because some things don't open doors, they open you. I've chased 1,000 new beginnings in towns that didn't know my name. I've tried to build a life from scratch, like roots are easy to replace. But every time I taste sweet tea or hear a screen door close, I'm back in that old living room with the people I miss the most. I remember the sound of my mother's voice calling dinner like it mattered. I remember my father's quiet nod, like he believed I'd be alright after. I remember thinking the world was huge, but home was always there. Now I know the world is huge and home is something rare. Some memories don't hurt like knives, they hurt like warm light fades, like realizing what was simple was the strongest thing you had. I still carry that old key, not because I can't let go, but because it keeps me honest. When my pride starts running slow, it reminds me where I came from and what I owe my name to the ones who held that house together when everything could have changed. I don't wanna live in yesterday, I don't wanna be that man who only talks about the glory of a life he can't relive again. But I do wanna honor it with how I live right now, with how I show up for my people, with how I keep my promises out loud. So when my phone rings late at night, I answer, I don't wait. When someone needs a steady hand, I try to be that faith. And when I love like like staying, like repair, because the house I came from taught me that love is built from care. I still carry that old key, like a small piece of history, not to unlock what's gone and done, but to remember what made me one. And if I ever build a home again, I'll build it with my whole damn heart, so one day someone else can say they never had to fall apart. It's funny what we keep when everything else moves on. Sometimes it's not a key to a door, it's a key to where you belong. I still remember that first small apartment where the paint was thin and the rent was late, where we used to laugh at our empty cabins like hunger couldn't touch our faith. We had one couch with a broken cushion, one lamp that flickered in the dark, but we had plans that felt like engines and a love that felt like a spark. We'd sit on the floor eating cheap takeout, talking like the world was ours. You'd trace my hair like you were reading every line for hidden power. I didn't have much to give you, but I gave you all my time, and you looked at me like time was treasure, like I was already mine. And life got louder, life got faster, bills came first, then days went numb. We started speaking in small sentences like we were afraid of what we'd become. I thought providing meant no weakness, so I swallowed what I felt. Didn't know the cost of silence till it started hurting you as well. I didn't mean to let you down, I just got lost in being strong. But love don't live in busy hands if the heart stays gone. I miss the way we used to be, when we had nothing but we felt so free. When your laugh filled up the room and I still knew how to talk to you. I trade these miles, I trade this pride for one more night on that floor beside the version of us that still believed love was enough for you and me. You started sleeping with your back turned, not angry, just tired of waiting. I started staying out too late, calling it work, calling it escaping. We both knew what was happening, but neither of us said the name, because naming it felt final, like striking a match to flame. Then one night you asked me softly, do you still see me the same? And I froze, not because I didn't love you, but because I didn't know how to explain that I still saw you, still wanted you. I just didn't know how to show when life keeps squeezing all the air out and the best parts move too slow. Some love don't die from lack of feeling, it dies from lack of time, from two good hearts getting busy till they forget the signs. I miss the way we used to be, when you were my home and my certainty, when your hand found mine in crowds and I didn't need to say it out loud. I'd trade these walls, I'd trade this fight for one more simple, quiet night where the future felt like something kind and your eyes still look like mine. I've learned regret is a heavy language, it speaks in what you didn't say. In all the moments you could have chosen love instead of being telling the truth before it's too late. So if there's still a chance between us, a space where healing might begin, I won't promise perfect, I won't pretend, I'll just show up again. I'll learn your silence, I'll learn your fear, I'll learn the places I disappeared, and I'll put my pride down on the table like a thing I don't need here. I miss the way we used to be, but maybe we can learn again slowly. Maybe love ain't just a spark, maybe love is choosing in the dark. I'll trade these miles, I'll trade this pride, to be the man who stands beside the woman who once looked at me like love was enough for you and me. And if the best of us is still in there, I'll find it one honest day at a time. Because I'd rather rebuild from nothing than lose you to my silence again. I've been driving down this winding road since the day you let me go. I tried to outrun the weight of pain, but every turn just felt the same. I never thought I'd lose control of what I thought was in my soul. But love like dust can fade away and leave you standing full of gray. I thought that I could leave you behind, but your voice still haunts my mind like a song that never leaves your ears, like a memory wrapped in years. I tried to fill the hole you left with stories of love that felt like theft, but no matter how much I tried, it always brought me back inside. I thought love would be a fire burning bright, taking us higher, but love is soft like the morning light. It can break your heart and still feel right. You were my fire, you were my flame, but now I walk through the pouring rain, trying to find the road that leads back to where we used to be. And I don't need forever to know that I gave you all I had to show, but love don't always turn out kind. It lets you go, it breaks your mind.
We sat out by the firelight, watching the stars burn bright. Your hand was cold, but your heart was warm, and for once everything felt right. You spoke of dreams we used to share, of how we thought we'd always care. And in that moment time stood still, like we were dancing against the hill. You said, I know we've been through storms, but I swear I'll never leave you warm. And I believed you, I believed you. till the truth showed up in our goodbyes. And though it hurt, I let you go. I gave you space to feel the flow of love that wasn't made to last. But I'll cherish every moment past. Here you're standing tall, but love can't fix it when we fall. So I'm left with memories of promises we couldn't keep, but in my heart I still feel you near, like you'll be there no matter the years. No matter
I used to dream about a life that we would share underneath the stars, with no worries, no despair. I used to think we'd chase forever down the line, but love can't live without a little time. We talked about our future, but the silence came. Now it's just me driving through this endless rain. I'm trying to find my way, but the road's unclear, and every twist and turn brings me back here. We built our dreams on something strong, but it wasn't built to last too long. You said, love, this is all we need, but love's just words when hearts don't bleed. You walked away and took the light. Now I'm left to face the night. You left me standing at the door with nothing but the words we swore. But I'll keep driving, I'll keep moving on, because life don't stop when love is gone. I'll learn to let go, I'll learn to breathe. Even if it's hard, I'll learn to believe that sometimes things fall apart so we can see what's left in our heart. And if I find the strength to leave, maybe I'll learn to truly breathe. I've been down some dusty roads, told myself things I never showed. I thought I knew what it meant to fight, but the hardest battles are won in the night. I've worked the land, I've worked the rain, built this life with every pain. And though I've bled, I've never cried, but crying means I've lost my pride. But the years start weighing down like a heavy coat, like a broken crown. I've made mistakes I can't take back, but I carry them on the track. And now I see the years that pass like shadows on a broken glass. I'll pick up the pieces if I can, but sometimes I need a helping hand. Standing ain't the same as being a man. It's falling down, then getting up. It's holding on when you've had enough. And maybe one day I'll finally see that love don't come from what I give. It comes from knowing I'm still here, still learning, still willing to live. So the weight of the world unload. And when I stand again, I'll know that I was made from this dirt and soul. I remember when the world felt smaller, like dreams fit inside a single town, where Friday nights meant borrowed laughter and nobody talked about breaking down. We believed love fixed whatever crack, that effort always brought you back, and time was something we could bend if we wanted it bad enough. Then I met you and I still believe that hearts don't change, they just agree. We made plans like they were anchors, not knowing plans can drift at sea. You said forever like a promise, not like a hope that fades with years. And I held on to every word like they could quiet all my fears. We learned each other in pieces, late night talks and morning light. I saw myself inside your future like it already felt right. Slowly something shifted, not loud enough to make a sound, just the way you stopped reaching for me when I was standing right around. I don't blame you for the distance, I don't curse the way things went. Some loves don't break from anger, they bend until they can't pretend. I gave you everything I knew, how to stay, how to fight, how to choose. I didn't love you halfway through, I loved you honest, I loved you true. And if letting go is what love means, then I'll carry that responsibility, because I'd rather lose you knowing I was all I said I'd be. I stayed when leaving felt easier, I tried to fix what words couldn't mend. I learned you can't save a feeling once it's already thinking about the end. I watched you grow into someone who needed air I couldn't give, and loving you meant stepping back and letting you decide how to live. That night we finally said it out loud, the thing we both already knew. You didn't cry, I didn't shout, we just stared at the truth. Love wasn't gone, it wasn't dead, it just outgrew the shape it had, and that realization hurt worse than any fight we never had. Some endings don't come with closure, they come with silence and respect. They leave you carrying questions instead of anger or regret. I gave you everything I knew, every reason, every truth. I didn't walk when things got hard, I stayed my name still crosses your mind. I hope it sounds like mercy, not time, because loving you changed who I am. Even after you let go of my hand, I learned love isn't possession, it's presence without control. It's choosing not to change someone just to keep them close. I learned some prayers don't get answered because the answer is be strong. And some goodbyes are sacred even when they last too long. I still drive past the places where our shadows used to land. I don't stop, but I remember who I was when I held your hand. I don't hate who you became, I just miss who I was back then, before I learned how deeply love can change the shape of a man. I gave you everything I knew, not perfection but something true. I stood tall when things fell apart, I didn't hide my open heart. And if this road keeps moving on, I'll walk it wiser, not withdrawn, because loving you taught me this: some losses still make you strong. So if you ever hear my name in some old song in passing rain, know I loved you without disguise, and I'd do it all again, and I'd do it all again. Got a habit of carrying everything like I'm the only one who can. I'll smile and say I'm good while I'm falling apart inside my chest. I learned early not to need much, not to ask, not to lean, because needing felt like weakness, and weakness felt like shame to me. So I became the dependable one, the guy who always says I got it, the one who never makes a scene, the one who fixes what is broken. And for a while it felt like power, like I could outrun any storm. But storms don't care about your pride, they just keep coming till you're warm. I started waking up exhausted before the day began. Started snapping at the smallest things, like I didn't know who I am. I'd sit in the driveway after work, hands still on the wheel, not wanting to go inside, because inside I might have to feel. And I realized something brutal in that quiet parked car dark. You can't keep pouring out of nothing and call it having heart. I don't wanna be a hero, I just wanna be okay. I don't want applause for suffering, I want peace at the end of the day. So I'm learning how to tell the truth when my voice wants to hide. I'm learning asking for help isn't losing pride. I called an old friend on a Tuesday, didn't know what else to do. He said, man, I've been there too, like he'd been waiting for the cue. We talked about fathers and pressure, about how men get taught to hold everything until it crushes them. Then they wonder why they're cold. He said strength is not a secret, strength is letting people in. And that hit me like a clean punch, 'cause it felt like truth again. So I started speaking honestly, not dramatic, not loud, just naming what I carry and letting it down. Because silence can look like control, but it feels like being alone. And I don't want to live a life where I'm strong but unknown. I don't wanna be a hero, I just wanna be alright. I wanna come home and breathe again, I wanna sleep at night. So I'm learning how to be human in a world that says don't break. I'm learning that real courage is letting yourself be safe. I still believe in hard work, I still believe in keeping your word. I still believe a man should stand tall when life turns cruel and absurd. But standing tall doesn't mean standing solo. It doesn't mean you've never been. It means you know when to reach out and let someone be your friend. It means you stop performing toughness like it's a badge you have to wear. It means you tell your family when I say I'm fine, I'm scared. And you don't wait till it's an emergency to finally speak your truth. Because a life spent holding everything is a life that loses you. I don't wanna be a hero, I just wanna be okay. I don't need a medal for surviving, I need a healthier way. So I'm learning how to tell the truth when my voice wants to hide. I'm learning asking for help is the strongest kind of pride. And if you're carrying the same thing, if you're tired of holding tight, you don't have to be a hero, you just have to choose the light. I used to think love was a feeling, something you either had or didn't. Like it showed up when it wanted and disappeared when life got heavy. I chased chemistry like proof, chased sparks like they were true. Didn't know sparks burn fast and real love learns to last. Then life hit us with bills and fatigue, with long weeks and short sleep, and mornings that felt like duty, and nights that didn't feel like peace. We stopped talking like we meant it, started speaking just to get through. I told myself it was temporary, but temporary stretched into true. You'd ask me how my day had been, and I'd say fine like a shield. Not because I didn't trust you, but because I didn't know how to feel. I carried stress like a second skin, told myself a man stays strong. Didn't know strength could turn into distance when you hold it too long. And I didn't see it happening till I saw it in your eyes, that love doesn't die from hatred, it dies from small goodbyes. Love is showing up when you're tired, love is choosing words that don't cut deep, love is listening without defending, at a night where everything cracked. Not a screaming fight, not that. Just you sitting at the table, quiet like you run out of prayers. You said I miss you in the same room, and that line wrecked me clean, because I was right there across from you, but I knew exactly what you mean. So I took a breath and sat down, no phone, no exit plan. And for the first time in a long time, I tried to be more than a man who pays the bills and carries weight. I tried to be someone present, someone who doesn't make love compete with stress and resentment. I can't undo the months I lost, I can't rewind those nights, but I can choose you in the small ways that make a marriage right. Love is showing up when you're tired. Love is soft when it could be loud. Love is saying I'm sorry early before pride turns into a crowd. Love is making room for laughter in a life that feels too full. Love is not a perfect story. Love is staying faithful to the pole. I used to think romance was flowers, big moments, perfect timing. But romance is taking out the trash when you're exhausted and still smiling. Romance is making coffee and remembering how you take it. Romance is noticing the way you flinch and asking before you break it. Romance is holding your hand in the car when the silence starts to grow. Romance is turning toward each other when it's easier to go cold. And I know I've failed at that sometimes, I know I've let you down, but I'm learning love is a decision made daily, not announced. So here's my vow, not pretty words, not something I say once. I'll keep choosing you in the ordinary when the excitement's done. I'll keep choosing you in the hard weeks, in the boring days, in the mess, because the deepest kind of love is the one that stays on purpose. Love is showing up when you're tired. Love is doing what you said you'd do. Love is telling the truth gently. Love is coming back to you. Love is building something steady out of 1,000 small choices made. Love is not the spark that starts it. Love is how you keep it from fading away. And if our love ever feels far again, I won't wait till it's too late. I'll show up soon or I'll speak clearer. I'll choose you at the gate. Got a picture in my wallet, edges worn from years of touch. It's my younger self at 17, smiling like I knew too much. Back then I thought life was a straight line, work hard, win big, prove 'em wrong. I thought the world would make room for me if I just stayed loud and strong. I chased approval like it was oxygen, I chased success like it was home. I made promises to my future, then I left them on red. I told myself I'd call my mother when I wasn't so busy being proud. I told myself I'd slow down later, like later wasn't running out. And one day I caught my reflection in a gas station bathroom light, and I didn't recognize the man there, just the tide behind the eyes. It wasn't one big tragedy, it was 1,000 small delays. 1,000 times I chose the rush over the people not death, just time. Phones that stop ringing because we all got tired of trying. I've watched my father get older, hands slower than they used to be, and it hit me like a hard truth that nothing stays where it should be. I've had nights full of noise that still felt lonely as hell. I've had money in my pocket and nothing real to tell, because joy don't live in purchases, it lives in the simple parts, and front porch talks and honest laughs, in open, steady hearts. You can't buy back a moment, you can't rewind a year. All you can do is show up now while the people are still here. If I could talk to that kid in the picture, I'd tell him don't outrun your days. Stop chasing empty applause, start choosing better ways. Love is not a finish line, it's a habit, it's a home. And the strongest thing you'll ever do is not having to do it alone. I'm still learning, still adjusting, still trying to become the man who doesn't wait for a wake-up call to finally understand that life is mostly ordinary, and that's where the miracle hides. And making breakfast and showing up and telling the truth you've kept inside. So I keep that picture in my wallet, not to shame who I once was, but to remember how easy it is to forget what matters most. And when my pride gets loud again, when I start chasing what I can't keep, I look at that kid and I promise I won't sell my soul that cheap. Oh, if I could talk to that kid in the picture, I'd tell him slow down, you're okay. Success won't hold you at midnight when your heart starts to break. So love the people who love you, say the words before they're gone, because the life you're building someday is the life you're living on. And maybe I can't change the past, but I can change what I do today. So I call my mother more, and I finally learned to stay.
There's a version of me I don't talk about, the one who didn't always try, the one who hid behind excuses and called it being wise. I learned how to justify staying small, how to call fear being patient. I told myself I'd step up someday, like someday wasn't already fading. I watched other people take chances, fall hard, fail out, try again. And I told myself I was being careful, but careful slowly turned into then, into later, into maybe, into not right now and soon. Till I woke up one quiet morning with too much room. You don't feel regret all at once, it creeps in piece by piece, till you realize you've been avoiding who you could have been. I don't wanna live half present, I don't wanna play it safe, I don't want comfort if it costs me
chased. I don't need guarantees of perfect timing. I just need to begin. Because the scariest thing I've learned is not trying at all. It's still a sin. I think about the things I'd say if I knew I wouldn't fail. The moves I'd make, the risks I'd take if fear didn't run the scale. I think about my younger self, believing life was wide, and how easy it is to lose that when you choose to hide. But I also know this truth now, that courage doesn't come before the step. It comes after, when you realize you survived what you'd expect. So waiting to feel ready is the best way not to move, because readiness is built in motion, not improve. You don't defeat fear by thinking, you defeat it by deciding that staying where you are is the bigger form of dying. I don't wanna live half present, I don't wanna play it small. I don't wanna reach the end and say I never tried it all. I don't need certainty or safety, I need a life that's real. I need to risk disappointment to finally feel. I know I'll mess things up sometimes, I know I'll get it wrong. I know courage doesn't promise that the road won't be long. But I also know regret is heavier than any fear I face, and I'd rather carry failure than wonder what I wasted. So here's my line in the sand, here's my honest start. I choose movement over comfort, I choose heart over guard. I choose to speak when I wanna hide, I choose to try when I'm unsure, because a life that's fully lived is worth the risk it takes for sure. I don't wanna live half present, I don't wanna play it safe. I don't want comfort if it costs me everything I never chased. I don't need guarantees or perfect timing, I just need to begin. Because the bravest thing I can do is finally choose myself again. So if fear shows up tomorrow, I won't wait for it to leave. I'll take the step that scares me and trust who I can be.
I've been afraid of standing still, like silence might expose the truth. I keep myself in constant motion so I don't have to choose between who I am and who I said I'd someday learn to be. It's easier to stay distracted than to face what lives in me. I tell myself I'm doing fine because nothing's falling apart, but nothing's really coming together, either in my heart. I wake up, I do what's needed, I say the things I'm supposed to say, but deep inside there's something asking, how long can you live this way? You can drown without making noise, you can fade without a sound. You don't have to hit the bottom to realize as you're going down. I don't need a breakdown to wake me. I don't need to lose it all. I just need the courage to listen when my life starts to call. I don't wanna wait for regret to teach me how to change. I wanna choose a better road before the damage stays. I see myself in older men who laugh but don't look free, men who did what was expected but never asked what they need. They tell stories like warnings, disguised as jokes and pride. And I hear the question underneath, is this it for the rest of my life? The question scares me more than failure, more than being judged or wrong. Because failing still means trying, but numbness just drags on. So I'm learning to slow my steps, to sit with what I feel, to let the quiet do its work instead of calling it unreal. Awareness doesn't come as thunder, it comes as honesty. When you finally admit you're not who you wanna be. I don't need a breakdown to wake me. I don't need to crash and burn. I just need to face the mirror and accept the lesson first. I don't wanna wait for regret to tell me I was wrong. I wanna choose a better way. While I'm still strong, I've learned that change isn't dramatic. It doesn't always hurt or scream. Sometimes it's choosing differently. In moments no one sees, it's turning down the noise at night. It's asking harder questions. It's telling the truth without a script. It's sitting with the tension. It's saying this life looks fine, but knowing fine is not enough. It's admitting comfort can be dangerous when it keeps you stuck. And I don't wanna wake up older, wondering where the years all went. I wanna recognize myself in the life I represent. I don't need a breakdown to wake me. I don't need to lose control. I just need to start choosing alignment over playing a role. I don't wanna wait for regret to finally feel alive. I wanna choose the life that fits while I still have the time. So tonight I'm standing still on purpose, letting clarity arrive. Because waking up isn't crashing down, it's choosing how you live your life. It's choosing how you live your life.